Hey guys, this is just Cody here coming at you with the tutorial about how to do stop motions with 15 frames per second and 8 frames per second. Now, we have some different stop motions here when it's 8 frames per second, which is the normal editing rates for Windows Movie Maker. Good quality, not the best, not like 15 frames per second, but that's good for amateur stop motioners. I've been stop motioning for a few years now, and so I use 15 frames per second. I'm still learning, but I use Fancy Pants XXX, Fancy Pants XXX tutorials about camera movement and stuff like that to kind of just get into the feel of things. So yeah, here is an example of easing in and easing out, which is basically what this tutorial is about. Life doesn't just like move one way and then just stop. It has to ease in and ease out. Like, it has to, like, the movement of the arm swings back and then slows down, then goes up, like, faster, and it slows down again. So, I'm just going to be showing you how to do that in stop motion, and, so here's an example of how I'm going to do it. That was, 15 frames per second, easing in and easing out. Smooth? Yes. But it was a little too fast, so you may want to do 8 frames per second. I will have a tutorial of how to edit it onto Windows Movie Maker, which is what I use. You can do 15 frames per second and 8 frames per second on that. So now I'm going to slow it down and just show you guys how to do it like that. Okay, that was kind of a sideways glance. Slow it down. Now I will show you the frontways glance from 8 frames per second. Now you see, 8 frames per second is a little too slow for that. So just play around, maybe add a few more pictures to it. I may have taken a little too few. But yeah, so that's basically it for the easing in and easing out. Just remember, it's going to help you so much, and if you want a better thorough tutorial, just go watch XXX Fancy Pants' tutorial. Basically like a recap of his, because right now I'm going to be doing running and walking. This is also a 15 FPS tip, so this is what your stop motion for running should not look like. So that was an 8 frames per second little clip. That is how you do not want to edit your stuff, because it just looks terrible. You skip not hundreds, but you skip like 2 studs, and that's just not good. Okay, now I'm just gonna be doing a little playing a little clip of 15 frames per second for what your running should look like. So you see, pretty good. Here's a 8 frames per second running tutorial, which is a little slower. So I definitely recommend taking less pictures if you're doing 8 frames per second, but for 15, this is very good. Okay, so yeah, now I will show you walking for 15 frames per second. So yeah, I also recommend this for 15 frames per second. I will now slow it down and show you 8 frames per second. So yeah, that's about it for this tutorial. If you're wondering how I record voices, I use just a $8 microphone that I pick up at Walmart, and it's actually pretty good. And then I use the free program Audacity, which I will have another tutorial on how to use that. I can do Stormtrooper voices, which you will see in my upcoming movie, Star Wars: The Clone Wars, Mission 1, Infiltration. But that is 8 frames per second, because I didn't have enough time to make a long movie with 15 frames per second. It's 8 frames per second, by the way. I think I already said that. Whatever. Okay, well, that's about it. So, yeah, watch out for my other tutorials about how to actually make stop motion, like actually show you guys it. Like edit it on the Windows Movie Maker, and then I will give you another laser GIMP tutorial. So yeah, thanks a lot, guys, and guess I'll see you guys later. Bye.